Dana Barrett asked Dr. Venkman, why do you like being a Ghostbuster? He replied, same reason I asked you out, 'cause busting makes me feel good.
Ugh, that's tasteless.
No, ma'am, that's tasteless.
Movie review, bitches!
Shake your love, just can't shake your love. Shake your love, just can't shake your love. Sounds like you didn't want to sing.
I did it.
It's a Tasteless and Jason movie review. Back in the day, I am James Chowder. We got Bone.
All City Insurance. All there, all the time, all in.
Slopdog.
Oh, I don't care if everybody can hear me.
Dude, this movie, I love it. Like where the fucking principal is like yelling at him when they go like to the class reunion. He's like, "I'll line you all up and fuck you square in the ass." And then the guy goes, "Why wouldn't you do that?" Why would you do that? That always makes me laugh. Or like when the cheerleader becomes like a real whore, just has like a bunch of babies from different men, and then she's fucking that guy Ron in the car who was cool until high school because he could buy beer. There's a couple of just losers fucking in the car, and she's like, "Oh, fuck me harder, Ron." And he's like, "I'm fucking a cheerleader. I'm fucking a cheerleader." I think if I get to fuck the hot girl from school, I think I would fucking say something similar, right? Wouldn't you be like, "I'm fucking this fucking popular bitch"? No.
Sure.
Sure.
No? She'd be like, "What?" This is called Back in the Day. It's a great movie. I put it on. I found it one day just listening to Michael Rosenbaum, his podcast. He like wrote and directed this movie, and I kept hearing about it. So like I finally like watched it, and I was like, and now like it's a movie I kind of put on in the background. I'm just in the mood, like not to really watch something, but feel good at the same time. I'll put this on as well. Either doing something and it's in the background, or you just want to feel good. And I put this on. It's called Back in the Day. So if you've never seen it, hit pause, go watch it. It's on fucking Roku, I think, right now, or it might be on Peacock, Amazon. I think it might be on as well, or Freevee or whatever. But so it's called Back in the Day. It's really good. Nick Swartzen's in it as well. So yeah, hit pause, go watch it. If you have seen it, hashtag enjoy the hang. We're gonna just shoot some shit on it. So it's a guy who went out to Hollywood to become a big famous actor. It isn't going as planned. He's just kind of doing like insurance commercials and shit. And then he hears of this high school reunion, and so he's like, it's like kind of feels like midlife crisis. So he goes back to his old hometown, relives some memories, and kind of hang out with old friends. And there's a chick he used to like, and now he's like, maybe I'll move back here and like be with her. People are like, what are you talking about? And it's just kind of a midlife crisis. And I feel it's very fitting because I don't know what I'm going through right now, and it feels very midlife crisis. And I remember, this podcast is kind of out of a midlife crisis. I feel kind of was formed, and now I feel young like doing this podcast, and I feel like very energetic when we do this podcast. Anyway, but it's just like it's a real good feel good movie, but it's like funny at the same time. And I don't know, I really, really liked it. So he's trying to get together with this girl through the movie, and then they dated his kids, and now he's back, and now he's like, maybe I'll get together with her. And so it's just him hanging out with his friends, go to this class reunion, and her fiance, I guess, was a dick in high school or just broke his leg when they were playing football against each other. But now he's a really nice guy, and I liked it. Did you guys like that he was a nice guy in this movie? Like, did it make him a dick that she ended up with?
I thought at first he seemed like he was going to be a dick, and then through the film you kind of almost got that he was going to be a dick, but then he just kind of turned out to be a nice guy. I don't know, like I prefer 50. What is that? Not 50 First Dates. The Wedding Singer when she's marrying a piece of shit, and then you don't feel so bad about the guy moving in on the girl, and I don't know. I prefer that in my story arc. I guess it was different. I
think it made it more real life. Like it kind of made it like more real life of like, oh, he's good because they went to the stripper. Like he went to his bachelor party, and the guy tried to set him up to fuck this stripper in his last night single, and he was like, I can't do this. He loved his wife, Then he goes home and got drank too much, and he's like throwing up and shitting himself at the same time.
It
like
almost
the guy's
turned. The main character almost had the feel of the villain of the story. You know what I mean? He was like trying his hardest to break up this marriage for his selfish reasons. And I know that was the moral, and like by the end, he kind of got over that. But if she was all in, he would have been all in. You know what I mean? He only changed because she was out.
All in all the time. And no, like I think that it would have happened that way, but because it did, I think he kind of learned something by the end of the movie where he kind of realized, he was, kind of looking backwards. Like there's a great line that the character Skunk played by what the fuck's his name?
Harlan Williams.
And he's like, sometimes, man, you're just gonna take that rear view mirror and rip it the fuck off, man, and don't look back. And that's such good advice, I feel, because sometimes you spend a lot of time looking backwards, and I shoulda, woulda, coulda, or maybe I should be with that person. But if you kind of broke up with someone, you probably broke up with them for a reason, right? They're a fucking piece of shit or something. But like, and then you always like try and think of the good times. Try and think of like the times where like, they fucking just like threw your shit on the lawn, or I don't know, kicked you out of the house or something like that. I don't know, but like I just think that sometimes you just gotta keep looking ahead. Don't look backwards. And I thought that was really good advice. And just this movie like made me feel good. It had good music, and it's just like I love the story, and I love like it just makes you like I don't know. I'm older now. I just started pounding my nuts. Like I remember like I had to powder my nuts, and like really like I just started doing it because like I don't know, it does make it much fresher. But like fucking powder's like falling out of my shorts as I'm walking and stuff. I sat in a chair at the doctor's office and left a powder mark on the chair.
The fuck, kid? I thought you were saying with your mumbly mouth, I just started pounding my nuts. Slopdog, did you hear powder or pound?
Pounding at first, and then I was like, oh, powder.
Yeah.
No, powder.
I was like, why is it? What?
No, it's about getting older though, but that's like part of getting older. You got to powder your nuts more and stuff. And
I've never
like
powdered my nuts.
Oh, well, I tried it, and I don't know if I'm going to stay with it because I don't know. I think I put too much on. It's just falling out of my shorts like Hansel and Gretel where I go. Like you could find me if you needed to.
Right, well, gentlemen in your 30s and 40s, do you powder your nuts?
Do you powder your nuts?
I guess we want to know.
And my nuts hurt right now because I'm fucking wearing my wife's underwear because I ran out of underwear, but now my nuts hurt because they're hanging out the side. They're cutting them off. They're cutting off my dick.
Just don't wear underwear. Just don't wear a pair of underwear.
Yeah.
Why wear your wife's underwear?
Side note, what about a thong? Like a thong? Remember the thong song back in the day? Do you think if you shit through a thong, it would cut it? Remember how like when we were poor, we had that big block of government cheese, and like you bought like that thing, it looked like a handle to like a paintbrush, but it had like a wire going across.
The cheese cutter?
Yes, but it was a cheese cutter. But but that's the way it looked. I don't think that's how they look nowadays. But it was a cheese cutter, and it was cutting the block of cheese. Do you think it would cut the thong would cut your shit like the cheese cutter cut the cheese?
I don't know what's going on today.
I don't know how to. We apologize to anyone listening.
Yeah. We're sorry. This isn't our best.
No, don't judge us based on this. Oh,
check out a different episode.
Please.
I can't just chain smoke joints in a truck today.
What about like with that guy you think he's gonna be a bad guy, right? So he brings Skunk home, and then Skunk ends up like ending up in the back of the truck, and like he's like naked, like he's just like the guy is unbeknownst to him, his neighbor's driving down the road and hitting bumps, and you just see like an ass come up in the mirror. You see like a dick come up in the mirror.
That is balls.
Yeah, the
That
guy's
was
like,
very funny.
ah! And then he comes in and he's like, "You tried to rape me, pal?" He's like, "What?" He's like,
Grape.
"Rape." And he's just yelling. Oh, he's saying grape. Yeah. Is he trying to grape me, buddy? And the guy's like, "Yeah, no, what? What are you talking about?" So the rest of the movie, he's calling him a graper, and he's fucking Bone is fucking silencing me. It's grape, kid. Say grape, like he's gonna fucking gecko brother me against the wall. This is not how it's done. We say grape. And but like he's blaming that guy through the whole movie, and he's like, and then and he kidnaps him like for the wedding, and like he's got him tied up in the back. He's like, he's a. That was really funny. And then like I don't know, there's a part two in the credits, the end credits, where they're doing stuff. I didn't realize this. The black guy's the Old Spice guy.
Oh, I didn't put that together either. Really?
Oh, yeah, me
Like, because
neither.
they're doing something about selling products, and one guy says, "Well, it'd be funny if you do this," and then he goes, "Well, it'd be funny if you were the Old Spice guy or something like that. You hire those people for your movie." And I laugh, and then I looked and I go, "Oh my God, that is the Old Spice guy. I'm over here, and I'm over there, and I'm a horse." I'm like, holy fuck, the black guy's the Old Spice guy. I love that. Was a cool thing. And what did you guys take from this movie? Like they toilet paper at the principal's house. Did they go back to doing like kid shit? Like they start acting like he's acting like a kid again. He's not acting like the grown up who he should be because he's kind of reverting. He's like, I went to get away from this small town. It sucked, and then I realized maybe I can't make it. Now I'm gonna try and get with this chick. Even though it's bad, he's still willing to break up the marriage, and he's still willing to and they're like, "What are you doing, man? Your place is not here," and he's just second guessing what he should be doing. He should be out in LA. He should be trying to do this stuff, and that's all in the past, but he's just not making it, so he's just trying to revert back. And I think a lot of people do that, and they get stuck, and they're not going to finish what their goal is. They're going to just go and do that. But I don't know. I love this movie, dude. I think it's funny. I laugh every time I watch it. I feel good every time I watch it. I don't know. And you guys have never seen this movie, right?
No, I had never seen it.
No, I never seen it either. I never even heard of it. When you mentioned it to me, I had to ask you 4 or 5 times, what is the name of this movie? And like, who is in it? Even though it's got a really good cast, it's got Michael Rosenbaum, Morena Baccarin. Is that how you say her name? She's awesome. I love her. She's very funny, and whatever she does, she's a good actress. Nick Swartz, Harlan Williams, a bunch of good actors and actresses in this film. And I don't know. I liked some of it.
I thought it made like really good friends. Like when they kind of show in the end middle credits what really happens to Skunk is like he got dropped off at his house by that guy, and the guy was a nice guy. That his 3 friends actually came and picked him up, and they let's strip him naked and put it in the thing. And his friends if you fucking do this shit to me, dude, we're gonna have problems. But it was so funny. He's like they go to grab Skunk. He says to one guy, "Oh, you grab his arms, I'll grab his feet," and then the third guy goes, "You can suck his dick." That makes me laugh because what else? There's nothing for him to do, and so I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny, and I like that they kind of explained that too in the kind of end middle credits, kind of what happened to him because they never really explain. They don't explain the movie, and so they kind of get that payoff too. And Skunk's wife is she's so quiet, but I guess she's a crazy sex kid. And when he goes in, she doesn't realize he's bringing his friend home, and he's just she comes out dressed as a sex dominatrix. And she's like, Stuart. She's talking German, and she's ready to fucking. And then he's like, hey, we got company, and she's a. Oh shit! And he's like, "Hello," and she leaves, and he's just like, "This shit's weird, man." I thought that was great. That's like something would happen. Just totally. Oh man.
Yeah, there were some very funny parts of this film. You know what I mean? Like when they're playing wiffle ball, which made me really want to play wiffle ball. I think that's why when we get our family reunion kind of thing going on, we're talking about. I kind of want to play some wiffle ball with all the kids. And but when like he's going to pitch, and what's their face? The whore girl is like breastfeeding, and her boob pops out, and he gets distracted, and he throws a meatball over the plate. That was very funny.
How could you not, dude? I find that sometimes on my Instagram page is a good way to check out women naked and just watch them breastfeed. And but like I think it's made for that. No, I don't. Back up. I think I'm not hunting down women in like the fucking in the stores.
And also
I'm saying
back to you not being breastfed as a child.
No, but listen, like they have paints like that, and it's a way for them to show off the titties without getting in trouble because it's breastfeeding. I think, right? Like that's I think a legit thing.
Yes, it is.
I'm just like, wow, this is like a lot of wow. All right.
All right. And what do you think? Somebody, I mean, like, how about you? I mean, you've never seen this movie either, right? You were.
Yeah.
It seems like a movie I thought you may like, but I don't know, maybe not.
So I didn't. There were funny parts in it, but I didn't love the movie overall. I just thought the acting was kind of odd. Like they didn't do a great job of like making it like cohesive, if that's the right word. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too like, but like it's like a bunch of little parts that they just threw together, but they didn't like make it. I don't know. Does that?
How dare you? How dare you?
But I didn't hate it.
One of my favorite movies I've ever seen in my life.
Like the part with the black guy when he writes racist on the window made me giggle. Like that was funny. And then like the guy in the back of the truck when his ass comes up and then his balls, that was funny. Like, you know, but like overall I didn't love it. And you know, and I don't like the skunk guy, because he made Puppy Dog Pals in real life, and I want him to die because that show is horrible. If you have any little kids who have to watch that show, it makes you want to kill yourself. Anyway, so that's my. I'm sorry. I don't know, Bone. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought there was really funny parts of this movie. There was so many parts that did really make me laugh. But I think it did have a cohesion problem. I think I think it was too long as well. I think if this movie was a half hour shorter, everything would have come together a lot better. It wasn't a bad film. I enjoyed watching it. I watched it twice. Is it something I'm going to watch all the time? Probably not.
Hello?
Hello?
Where'd you lose me?
We were talking about the movie.
Oh, shit.
Like I was saying, they had a lot of funny parts. I did enjoy the film. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It needed to be about a half hour shorter. There needed to be some of that fat needed to really be trimmed out of it. Some of the scenes, especially with Harlan Williams, you could tell he was improvising, and it was a little too much. It was too much. It was too far. Like he hit the punchline and then just went too long.
Yes, and it kind of reminded me of was it Sorority Boys, Sorority Girls, or something?
Great movie too.
Remember, it was made around. It had to be made around the same time because it has the two. It has the skunk guy and the other guy in it, right? Bone, did you ever see that?
Yeah, it's got the most of that movie. That's a great movie too. I love that movie.
No, I never saw that movie.
That was a great one. But it sounds like you feel the same way about that one.
I just remember I haven't watched it in a really long time. So to be fair, I haven't watched it in years and years. But I mean, it's probably the same thing. Like where there are funny parts, but like overall, I don't know. Like it just doesn't quite work.
In the movie, he's got like gum on his dress. And he's like, "Oh, that's just gum." And he's like, "What flavor is it? Big juicy cock."
Yes, I remember that.
I don't know. I'm like saying, how dare both of you? Love this movie. Put it on for the laughs, for the feelings. I'm gonna say, man, I give this movie 5 dog dicks. I found it. I thought it was awesome. It was like a good find for me. And like, I don't know, it's one of my favorite movies, man. 5 dog dicks all the way. Bone, what say you?
Like I was saying earlier, I don't love this movie, but I don't hate it either. If somebody if Chowder, if you were staying here and you were just like, hey, do you want to watch Back in the Day? I'd like, sure, that's fine.
Hey, you want to watch Back in the Day again?
I
You'd
wouldn't go
probably
back.
think it was funnier with him, though. I feel like this is a movie if we watched it
maybe
with
high,
him.
possibly.
Yeah,
Maybe high. But it's no Bloodsport. It's no Never Too Young to Die for me. It's it's no Commando.
Jesus Christ.
It had an awesome cast. I think the girl, she did the best. I think she was the best actress out of the whole movie. Nick Swartzen kind of played himself, and
the
I don't
Deadpool
know.
girl.
Yeah, the Deadpool girl. She was awesome. Harlan Williams, again, he was kind of funny, but he was a little too mentally challenged. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, something. Did you already say? What did your husband say about the Deadpool girl?
Oh, I'll tell you later. I can't say that on the pod. I'll tell you later, though.
You should say it on the podcast. Come on!
I can't. It's not appropriate.
That's what this podcast is.
Okay, go ahead.
So, yeah. This movie's like a 50-50 for me. I'm going to give it two dog dicks and a tip.
You fucking bastard. How dare you? All right. Slopdog, what say you?
I'm afraid now.
I know, Jesus. Pretty sure he's taking back the comment for me.
I didn't hate this movie, but I didn't love it either. I felt the same way. There are parts of it that I thought were funny, but yeah, I have a hard time with what's his name. Yeah, I'm kind of. I don't want to tank it, but I didn't. I probably wouldn't rewatch this, to be honest with you. So
what?
I'm sorry. So
man.
So I'm gonna give it two and a tip too.
Oh my God! You fucking are monsters. And, it's all right. I guess not for everyone. And I know I thought it should have been a bigger hit than it was. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. It's a movie I really enjoy. And
I think Slopdog was right. It had a cohesion problem. Like, the story was very piecey. Like, the script, it didn't flow very well. There was a lot of fat that could have been cut out. If this was 30, like, how long was this fucking movie? Because it felt like 3 hours. Like, I was just like, is this
like an hour and a half?
No way this movie's a fucking hour and a half. It felt like at least 2 hours. Whatever it was, it needed to be a half hour less, and it would have been a better movie.
Christ.
I'm not saying it was a horrible movie. I'll watch it again. It's kind of 50-50.
Brought it on.
The part where he was in the shower, though, and the other guy comes in and poops reminded me of you guys.
Yes. Oh my God, that is completely Chowder right there. Like, I'd be taking a shower, he jumps in, tries to scare me, and then I'm just like, kid, leave me alone, what are you doing? He's like, oh, what are you, pussy? And then just sits down and takes a shit. That's exactly Chowder. And I'm like, that was one of the funnier parts of the film. He's like, don't tell me you're skunk, don't tell me you're taking a shit. He's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. That was the funniest line from Skunk by far. But that's the thing. The movie had really funny parts. I just felt like it was stretched out too far, and some of the jokes, especially with Harlan, were just too long.
Yeah.
And it just didn't, the punchline didn't land. And the principal, to me, he said some really funny, vulgar shit, but he was off. Like, I don't know, like, the principal didn't seem overly fleshed out either. It was kind of like he was just this erratic, non-fleshed out character.
No, and then he fucked the vice principal, remember?
I know.
Get in the house.
Get in the house!
Yeah, get some authority in you. And
someone who gave Night into the Comet one dog dick and a tip is just like, how dare you?
I just say, we have done that too, but I think that's anybody close will go into the bathroom with each other as family, right? Someone's in the shower, someone's shitting. Let me jump in here and take a piss real quick. No one's peeking at each other. You just gotta use the bathroom. And maybe you strike up a convo as you're doing it. Hey, whatever. Oh, dinner's going to be good tonight, right? Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I love mashed potatoes. Yeah, fucking mashed potatoes. And then the guy, man, enjoy your shower. All right, later.
Yeah, let's talk about mashed potatoes while you're shitting.
Well, I would say
How about
Pissing. All right, then don't flush the toilet. All right, cool. You leave the toilet so it doesn't like flood. It doesn't get cold. What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
So, Tasteless Adjacent gives this movie almost 3 dog dicks and a tip. We're just tiny bit shy of the tip.
3 dog dicks and a tip. They say no, but I say it's a bona fide pounder. I say you fucking check this out. It's a fucking good time. Oh. But it's technically not a bona fide pounder. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. God damn it.
Wow.
So anywho, but yeah, we have some great stuff. You want to hear us on YouTube or check us out on YouTube. Dylan, shout out to Dylan. I met Dylan in the parking lot. He was checking out some nice stickers on my truck. It was like no lot lizards, and we traveled rim to rim, like with the fucking. I don't know if the fucking Grand Canyon knows that means what it means, but like we traveled rim to rim. Makes me laugh, and I think it's just very classy, and reminds me of like remember in that new fucking Lampoons where he's like, how about a little rim job? He doesn't know it's a kiss. But I'm going to say thank you to the new subscriber on YouTube. We appreciate you checking us out. Dylan is his name, I believe. Horrible names, but I believe it is Dylan. Dylan, it was a pleasure to meet you outside the Aldi's. Fucking thanks for listening, dude. And so check us out on YouTube. He just subscribed. You can subscribe as well. Make sure you subscribe to all our channels because get our numbers up and all that shit. But you can check out on YouTube at p1ipoo.club. Of course, it's got, I started my midlife crisis. It's got all things Chowder, old moist chicken songs. That was an old band of mine. Fucking old sketches. And now, most importantly, the fucking Tasteless Adjacent podcast is on there. So p1ipoo.club will bring you right to the YouTube page. Subscribe, please. Check it out. Bone, where can they hear Tasteless Adjacent elsewhere in the world?
Well, Chowder, you can check us out at Facebook, at Instagram, and we have a new TikTok. We've had that for a few weeks now. Go over on TikTok, give us a follow, share a video. In the future, we're going to be making some stickers, and if you want to share stuff, DM us afterwards, and we will give you a sticker once those are made.
Yeah, talk our tick, and but check us out and share our shit, man. Like retweet, fucking, repost, reshare, whatever the fuck it is.
In general,
get
if you
the
have
word out there.
Yeah, if you have a friend or with a weird personality, loves 80s, 90s movies, action films, sex comedies, you think they'd enjoy the podcast? Tell them about it. Give it a share. Send it over to their text messaging machine, and
the guy we're talking about. Every now and again, tries on high heels, puts a hot pepper in his ass to masturbate. You know what we're saying? A good buddy of yours. Show him the podcast.
You can also check us out on Spotify and Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts. Slopdog?
As always, don't be afraid. Please leave us a comment. We would love to hear from you. What you think of the movie? Do you think this was a bona fide powder? We're wrong. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, they're wrong. Tell them they're wrong, everybody.
But whether we agree or not, we would absolutely love to hear from you.
Yeah,
absolutely. We also here's a couple other review sites thought of this movie. IMDb gave it 5 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes critics gave it 11%. Audience gave it a 47. Roger Ebert gave it 1 out of 4. Metacritic critics gave it 7 out of 100. And audience members gave it 4.5 out of 10. And Letterboxd users were 2.8 out of 5.
Oof.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm my own breed, baby, because I was really into it. I thought it was a really good movie. And motherfucker.
It's not a horrible film. I just think
film.
I think with a little editing, it could have been a lot better.
Jesus. Anyway, it is a check it out if you would like. I don't know. I mean, Bone and Slopdog say, avoid it. I'm not gonna avoid it. Maybe check it out.
I didn't say avoid it. I said it's not horrible, but I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It was kind of like a 50-50 movie for me.
And a lot of people were saying 50-50 on there as well. And I say, fuck that. Double it up. 100% that motherfucker. And, get a nice meal. Enjoy yourself. Watch this flick. Get a fucking steak and just fucking eat it. Ooh, get it, dip it in the A1 sauce a little bit. Ooh, I like it, you put a little bit. And it's like you're teasing yourself a little bit with that steak and the A1 sauce. And you maybe slap yourself in the face a little bit. And then take a little bite and watch this movie. You're going to have a good time.
Also, this movie was released January 7th, 2014. In case you do want to watch this film, there's 3 films with the same name. One of them's a prominent boxing film and a documentary kind of film, or it was a fictional film based on a boxing documentary. And when I was writing down facts originally, I was writing down facts for that movie. I'm like, this doesn't make sense at all. So
What did you write down? Do you still have those notes?
Well, I started writing this is inspired by the story written. It was called Superman, a film following a young man navigating life in the mob-controlled neighborhood while striving to become a boxer with his mother's death serving as the catalyst. And I was just like, this doesn't sound like this film at all.
This is not that movie at all. Dude, this movie's got Michael Rosenbaum, Nick Swartzen, fucking Harlan Williams, the guy from the fucking Lex Luthor, but the guy from the fucking Old Spice commercials. Yeah, you'll know Michael Rosenbaum from Lex Luthor from Smallville. He was the guy with the dog in fucking Urban Legend. I love him in that movie. That movie was a great movie. And I fucking the 98 Degrees of those kind of movies. Does that make sense? Scream was
Yes.
In sync, and fucking I Know She's Last Summer was the Backstreet Boys, even though I think Backstreet Boys are better. But anyway, and then 98 Degrees was kind of the third, so that would be Urban Legend. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, that's how you know.
How your brain works. It's just roundabout. It's you can see something right in front of you. You can reach out and grab it. Instead, you run around it 4 times and then reach for it.
I don't know why I sincerely, it's what is that thing called? Instead of cracking the egg, it goes through a thing where the bowling ball falls, pops the balloon. That effect is called something, or it's whatever that's called. But that's how my brain works. I for some reason it has to go around about to get to. I don't know why. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I was beaten as a child. I'm not really sure.
Well,
what? All right. Well, on that note, folks, we're gonna call it. So say it to Shepard. So say it to Flock. Good night, folks. Thanks for listening.
good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. I'm fucking a cheerleader.
I'm fucking a cheerleader.
What are you, some kind of dog, Dick? Dick.
And but anywho, what's the matter with you? You all right?
I'm glad that was muted. I had a fucking muscle spasm in my thigh from mowing all day.
Old man River over here. Put some powder in your balls.
I need some potassium stat.
Oh my god.
Just have a banana.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt.
Cat.
Jesus Christ, you all right, kid?
Yes. It just really hurt. It was a muscle spasm right in my bottom thigh. Son of a bitch.
And well, I'm sorry you're hurt.
Shake your love. I just can't shake your love. Shake your love. I just can't shake your love. Is that it?
That's it, dog. You never heard that song before, ever?
I heard the song. I thought it was Take.
You've heard it? You've heard it in your lifetime?
I've heard it in my lifetime.
It happens. Just remember we thought Caribbean Queen was arrogant twist.
Yeah, how many times did I hear the glycerine thing? Text back. It says glycerine. What is it? No, it said, the fuck was it from glycerine?
Oh, it sounds like it says Mad Mardigan.
Yeah, Mad Mardigan. Does not.
As it falls around me. Mad Mardigan.
This ain't a fucking joke, dog. Hold on. You fucking dead bitch. You're fucking dead.
What? What is happening?
It was a spider, and I had to kill it.
I've already had to stop recording and start again like 3 times.
I had to work myself up to get that spider.
Aren't
Sure.
kids go for their sporks?
You can give it points for sport.
All right.
Shake your love.
Just
We're
can't
not doing
shake your love.
Wait, are we doing shake?
Your love.
Love. You just can't shake your love.
Your love.
Love.
All right, well, we're doing that, right? All right, ready?